Coaching system in India. Increasing competition to get the admission is required. Reputed colleges has given a rise to the private coaching institution in India. They prepare students for the engineering, medical, MBA, SAT, degree, banking jobs, entrance tests. There are also coaching institutions that teach subjects like English for employment in India. Abroad, private coaching institutes are of two types: offline coaching and online coaching. There are many online coaching centers and apps available in the market, and their usage is growing, especially in tier 2 metro cities. A 2013 survey by ASSOCHAM predicted that the size of private coaching industry to grow to 40 billion or 2.39 lakh crores for by 2015. Kota in Rajasthan is called the capital of the engineering and medical colleges entrance coaching sector. In Punjab, English language is taught by the coaching institutes by foreign visas aspirant to get the right IELTS score for their application. Mukherjee Nagar and Old Rajendra Nagar in Delhi and considered the hub for the UPSC civil service examination coaching. To compete in these exams, center and some state government also provide free coaching to students, especially to students from the minorities communities. Coaching classes have been blamed for this neglect of school education by students. Educationists such as the Anand Krishna have criticized the increasing importance being given to the coaching classes as they put students under the mental stress and coaching fees and add to the financial burden on the parents. These educationists opinion that if a good schooling system is put in place, children should not need additional coaching to take any competition examination. Corruption in education. Corruption in Indian education system has been eroding the quality of education, has been creating a long-term negative consensus for the society. Educational corruption in India is considered as one of the major contributors to the domestic black money. Grade inflation. Grade inflation has become an issue in the Indian secondary education. In CBSE, a 95% aggregate is 21 times as a prevalent today as it was in 2004, and a 90% close to 9 time as a prevalent in ISC boards. A 95% is almost twice as the prevalent today as it was in 2012. CBSE called a meeting of an all 40 school board early in 2017 to urge them to discontinue artificial spiking of the marks. CBSE decided to lead by example and promised not to inflate its result, but although the 2017 results have seen a small correction, the board has clearly not discharged the practice completely. Almost 6.5% of mathematics examinees in 2017 scored 95 or more, 10 times higher than in 2017, and almost 6% of physics examinees scored 95 or more, 35 times more than in 2004. Initiatives. Elementary school in Chittor. This school is a part of the Pathshala project. The school currently educates 70 students. Following Indian independence, a number of the rules were formulated for the backward schooling, scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes of India, and in 1960s a list of identified 405 scheduled castes and the 225 scheduled tribes was published by the central government. An amendment was made to the list in 1975 which identified 841 scheduled castes and 510 scheduled tribes. The total percentage of scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes combined was found to be 22.5%, with the scheduling caste accounting for 17% and scheduled tribes accounting for the remaining 7.5%. Following the report, many scheduled castes and scheduled tribes increasingly refer to themselves as a Dalit, and Marathi language terminology used by the B.R. Ambedkar, which literally means oppressed. The scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes are provided for in many of Indian education programs, especially prevention, are also provided for the scheduling caste and the scheduled tribes in India. AG reservation of the 15% in the Kendriya Vidyala for the scheduled castes and the another reservation of the 7.5% of Kendriya Vidyala for scheduling tribes. Similarly, the reservation are held by the scheduling castes and scheduled tribes in many schemes and education facilities in India. The remote and far-flung region or northeast India are provided for under the non-lapsable central pool of resources. Since 1998 to 1999, the NLCPR aims to provide funds of infrastructure development in these remote areas. Women from remote underdeveloped areas are from weaker social group in the Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand fall under the Mahalaya Samakya scheme initiated in 1989. Apart from the provision for the education, this program also aims to raise awareness by holding meetings and seminars at rural levels. The government allowed 34 crore during 2007-2008 to carry out this scheme over 83 districts, including more than 21,000 villages. Currently, there are 68 Bal Bhavan and 10 Bal Kendriya affiliated to the National Bal Bhavan. The scheme involved educational and social activities and the recognized children with a marked talent for a particular education stream. A number of programs and activities are held under this scheme, which also involve cultural exchange and participation in several international forums. Indian minorities, especially the one considered educationally backward by the government, are provided for the 1992 amendment of the Indian National Policy on Education. The government initiated the scheme of areas intensive program for the educationally backward minorities and scheme of the financial assistance modernization and madrasa education as a part of its revised program of the education. Both these schemes were started nationwide by the 1994. In 2004, the Indian Parliament passed an act which enable minorities education establishment to seek universities affiliation if they pass the required norms. Minister of Human Resources and Development, Government of India, and in collaboration with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technologies, has also launched a national scholarship portal to provide the student of India access to national and state level of scholarship provided by the various government authorities as a mission made mood project under the National e-governance plan. The online services enlisted more than 50 scholarship program every year, including the renowned Minister of the Minority Affairs scholarship for post-matric and pre-matric studies in the academic year of 2007-2018. The MOMA scholarship facilitated the studies of the 116,455 students with the scholarship worth 316.57 crores. The national scholarship constitute to enlist scholarship program managed by the ICTE Council for Technical Education, UGCE, University Grant Commission, and respective states governments.